Right, people, I'm starting off today's vlog at the apartment. So today is a back day. I had planned on going to the gym a little bit earlier, but basically I'm still waiting for someone to come and sort out a moped. And unfortunately, they're still not here. So yeah, fuck them, basically. It's back day. I'm not going to miss the gym session. So I'm now going to leave. And basically, I'm going to go to a gym which is not too far away. So you guys probably seen that. I actually did train here last back day. So it might be a little bit repetitive, but I'm probably going to switch up the order a little bit. And nevertheless, you don't have to change your back days up every single week. So for me, it worked very well last week. I'm going to replicate a lot of the same exercises there and basically just make sure I get a really good pump. So the plan is I'm going to use the single arm machine, like plate loaded pull down, which they have, which looks really good, or was really good, should I say. And then they've got a couple nice grips for that pull down. So I'll do a few of those and then just loads of rear delt. So it's going to be a very simple session, basically a couple sets of pull downs in different variations. And then I probably will go and do a few sets of cable row as well, because I didn't do any of those last week. So I don't enjoy them as much of the rest of the stuff. And it's probably a strength of mine, which is why I don't do it as much. But just for injury prevention and keeping everything balanced, I do need to keep it in my plan. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm still fasted. The time currently is about 8 p.m. Gym shuts at 10, so should get in there and actually start the first working set by around about 7:30. So I'll have a good hour to hour and a half, which will be absolutely fine. And yeah, let's just get to it.
Okay, so back at the Wall Fitness for another back day. I had hoped to change up a little bit, to be honest with you, but it just happened to be, as I said, a bit of a rush today, and this place is close by. And to be honest, they have got a couple pieces of equipment I really enjoy. I'm actually not a huge fan of plate-loaded back equipment. I just find that sometimes the way the weight is distributed, sometimes it'll feel really good, and then as the weight tips over, it just loses tension a little bit. But this machine doesn't do that, so that's good. But then also it's just very tedious because my back's very strong. Personally, I would say that I have to load up a lot of weights each set. So I'm gonna make the most of this machine now and do at least 3 sets on here as a minimum. So last time when I did this, I did basically 2 20s and a 15, 2 20s and a 10 each side. But moving on to this today, this is now the first exercise, whereas last time it was second. So I should be a little bit stronger. So I've gone for 2 20s and a 15. So yeah, let's get on with this first set then. I'm not gonna bother using straps for this one because grip strength feels pretty good. And as I said before, some exercises, it helps, but other exercises, if you have to spend ages pissing about trying to put the straps on, for me, that takes away from the intensity of the set. So let's just rip this one nice and heavy. Trying to get at least 8 reps on here. But yeah, it will be fucking heavy for sure. It should be. Yep. Oh, fucking hell, yeah. That's crazy. Right in my blood there. It's good. That's what I want. So just to kind of discuss my rest times here, because it's single arm, obviously this arm is completely fresh. I haven't even done a working set yet. So I don't need 2 minutes rest between the left and the right, but I am gonna take a little bit of time just to let me get my breath back. So yeah, probably another 30 seconds and then we'll go for another set. Right, so That was fail on the 8th. So if I can get that 8th rep clean, I'll stop there. If not, I'll just assist with that arm. Yep. Okay. Very good first working set there. Yeah, nice. Very pleased. Pleased that I chose to do that exercise first. Pleased that I managed to go up and weight from last week. Granted, it was in a different order, so I should theoretically be more fresh for this one, but that's not always the case. So yeah, so far so good. Still not having any pre-workout these days, so all of my caffeine is coming solely from black coffee and 0-calorie Red Bull. So yeah, pretty much it. I've had like coffees all day. Today's a Monday for me, so that's when I do the majority of my client check-ins, which means that yeah, I'm pretty much just training black coffees left, right and center. But then I had a proper black coffee like 20 minutes before I left for the gym, whereas the rest was like in the early afternoon. So yeah, Red Bull here, got about a third left. So I crack this open always when I start a session, and I usually finish it within like 15-20 minutes. So it's then caffeinated me up for like the second half of the session. And then, as I think I've been discussing before, I've stopped having the Gatorades because they had 130 calories per bottle, and I was having one a day intra workout, and then working out that's about 1,000 calories for the week, just fucking pretty much wasted on Gatorade. I want to say wasted, like I do enjoy it, so I was consciously having it, but taking out my diet has not made any difference. And still haven't seen crazy weight drop yet, but obviously science is science. If you're having less calories, then you are going to be burning more fat. So I've got my electrolytes here, which were literally 5 bar for a sachet, which is fucking like probably like 12p or something insane. So when I come back to the UK, I'm literally going to bring back fucking boxes and boxes and boxes, because electrolytes in the UK are just, they're so fucking expensive. Like my nan gave me some of hers, and I swear, like even when she gets them on Amazon in bulk, they're still like £1.50 to £2 per sachet. It's just wild. So yeah, that's that. Anyway, let me rest for about another minute or two, and then we'll rip another set. Right, that's a good amount of rest for me. Feel nicely relaxed. I mean, not relaxed in terms of like muscles aren't cold. I'm not waiting fucking 7-8 minutes, but I just feel like I've had a good amount of rest. Breathing's come down, ready to rock. So let's get this one going again. 8 or 9. Well, 8 realistically. The last one I failed on the 8th. One more. Oh man, that was fucking hard. I'm gonna have like probably about a minute's rest, and then yeah, just go for the same on that arm, like I don't know if I'll keep it on there the next set. I think I probably will. We'll see. I do really like the light in this gym though. It's sick. Very, very cool. So yeah, just tips on this one. I'm really trying to drive this elbow, or well, probably easy to show you on camera, this elbow into my pocket. So literally trying to tuck that right in there. For me, I like to twist a little bit as well. You'll probably notice when I'm doing this, well, maybe you don't notice, but my left knee is kind of up like that. So when I do this side, I'm going to keep it there as well. All right, let's fucking rip it, boy. Go on. Go on. Okay, big one. Big one. Oh. Okay. Right. We'll rest there. I probably won't record the next set, to be honest, because that was 2 good sets, but obviously I'll talk about the end result when we move on to the next exercise. I have noticed they've got a different T-bar row, so I tried the other one last week. It's way too tall for it, but they have got one over there, so if that feels good, that'll be a lovely one to do. If not, we'll find something else, no worries. Okay, so pretty fancy bit of equipment here. Honestly, I'm not a fan of this at all. I would not have it in my gym. It probably costs an hour and a leg as well. The amount of mounting points and gas struts and adjustments and pulleys and stuff. Not pulleys, but the adjustment wheels that lock in place, etc. I just don't think it's a good use of money and space. That's just me personally. I will say this gym does a very good job of actually maximising on space. But I just think for what you could put instead of this, there's probably a lot better stuff. But anyway, since I've taken the time to set it up and keep trying and trying and trying, I've found a setup which does work. It's not by any means perfect at all. I'm having to stand off the plate again because my arms are so long, and then I'm having to alter the stance of this chest support so that I can stretch all the way down. It does work. It's a lot of like rear delts and kind of mid back. Like there isn't really much rhomboids and upper traps. And then with the lats, I just feel too restricted because of how the chest support is. But anyway, I'm going to give it a go. I don't think this will be heavy enough, but it might be. So I'll try this for a set. We'll see how we get on. I'm going to go nice and slow. So yeah, these are the electrolytes I was saying about. Just about 7 bar for a bottle of water, and then like 5 bar for the electrolytes. So it's about 12 bar, whereas the Gatorade is like 25. So it does save a bit of money and also calories. All right, let's get on with the set then. I'm going as wide as the grip will go. Right. Yeah, that'll be good. Oh God, another fucking issue of these. I just can't fucking breathe properly because I'm so much weight on my fucking diaphragm, my chest, my sternum, that I struggle to take breath in properly. I don't want it to sound like I'm complaining. I'm just giving you an insight into exercise choices and why I might prefer certain movements. So then if you guys have the same issues, you could try something else. So I did actually try and do it single arm, but it wasn't working. So anyway, probably just one more set on here, same weight, and then we'll move on. Right, so this will be the last set on here. I'm just going to do 2, same weight, see what we can get. Try and be a little bit better with managing my breathing on this one. Oh man, yeah, not a fan of that at all, but still a couple good sets. Next up, probably a pull down, if that frees up. All right, session's going well. So I'm gonna do a couple sets on a mag grip pull down, but I'm not actually too fussed if I do them now or as a finisher. Typically I'd finish on rear delt flies, which is, yeah, what I've done pretty much every session of my life. But today that machine's taken, so yeah, I'm just gonna go for a few sets on this rear delt fly. And also, personally, I do feel like recently I've been neglecting my rear delts a little bit, just from, like, well, not neglecting them, I'll still train them every back day, but I used to do like 5, 6, 7 sets sometimes, and now I rarely do more than 3, and I think that's because I'm mentally just clocked out from the diet. So if I start with them now, hopefully we'll get 4 sets in, we'll see. If 3 feels good, I'll call it there, but I'll at least give myself the chance to, yeah, to go for a few more sets. So let's get set up for this one. My rear delts are pretty strong, so I do go relatively heavy, but obviously nothing insane. Moving this all the way to the front. This is such a sick pec fly machine. I said this last back day. It's such a nice, well-made machine, honestly. Right, that should be decent. Also, I like to put my hat the other way so I can actually fully put my head forward. Okay. Very good first set there. Already feeling that pump coming in. No carbs as well, so truly depleted. Right, I'm gonna switch the battery down because we're about to die, and then we'll get another camera, go for the second set. That's what we're aiming for. Right, second set on this one, straight in. Bit quicker on this one. Oh. Good again. Yeah, so far, pump is feeling very good, but I literally fully relaxed there. Oh, I was saying, fully relaxed here. And then if I tense, you see delts really popping out the back there. try and get that rear delt popping again from that one. There you go, there. So side delt, rear delt, front delt. There is actually like 7 heads to your delt, it's not just 3, but obviously simplified front, rear and side. Right, enough posing, we'll say that for then. One more set I'll film, probably do a total of 3 more. Actually, I'm not going to bother filming the rest because pretty much I've set up the camera in a few minutes already. So I'm going to crack on here, 2 to 3 more sets, and then probably 2 sets of fall downs, nice and heavy. Right, last working set. I might do 2, but might just do 1, see how we get on. Basically, I'm going to go relatively heavy, not like absolutely crazy, but definitely heavy. The gym's going to show in like 15 minutes, so I want to get this set done and have enough time to put pose down. But I'm not skipping the workout just to do a pose down. Like, I feel really well worked already, so. I'm going to go for a slightly different grip though. Yeah, switching this out for a neutral grip. I prefer this one. Big set on this one. Right, little rest pause. Gonna take about 30 seconds and then rip that last set. So final set of the session. Everything we've got, let's pour into this last set. Okay. Right, let's get set up. Okay, let's go. Two more. God. Okay. Right, that's me done. Good stuff. Right, let's get a pose down. Good lighting in here, as you can probably tell. A fucking crazy pump. Right, as long as the tripod doesn't fall down, we should be absolutely fine here. So, quick rundown of the session there. I'm just going to turn the brightness down by 1. So that was 3 sets of single arm pull downs, 2 sets of T-bar row, 5 sets of rear delt, and then like a drop set on lat pull down. So very short volume, but that was good for me. And obviously I was short for time, so the pressure is on with the gym about to close. So that should be about fine. You can see like delts are really starting to come in with leanness now. You see like clear separation there. I'm not gonna lie, my abs feel super fucking lean. Yeah, that's good. That's what we want. Okay, so I'm gonna mainly flex the back, obviously, but just want to quickly have another at these rear delts because that is absolutely fucking spilling over the back of my tricep there. Can't look well on. Oh, right. Let's check the back out. It's not looking. Okay. I'm gonna see if I can do this pose really quickly. So not sure if that's coming across out of. Let's get a couple more kind of close up here, get a bit more detail on the delts. Okay, last little flex here, and then we'll call it a day. So, fantastic session, guys. Really, really good. I'm loving the training here in Thailand. Loving the gym as well. One more back flips. And that'll do me. So yeah. Appreciate you guys watching. And as always, the only way is up.